Hi, I'm Frances Proctor, otherwise known as Angel Eyes Online. And today I've got a great little freebie for you here. I've put together this old paper template. And I'm going to show you in this quick little demonstration how it's put together and how you can use it. So to start, you'll see that it comes with 3 different seamless tiling bitmaps. Now these are fairly high resolution. They are 600 pixels by 600 pixels. So you could print this off and still get a very good quality. And as you can see, this one here is the one that is presently set as its bitmap fill. So if you want to change the bitmap fill in the document here, simply hold down the Control key, click the shape inside the clipped group, and we'll go to our fill tool here. You can see we've got our fill handles up, and we can move the fill around. Change the way it looks. And what if you wanted to use one of these other ones that comes with it? Well, that's simple enough. Simply go up here where it shows the bitmap name drop down, and you can choose between any of the 3 backgrounds. Let's put this one on, which has a more wrinkled look to it. Now there's more you can do to customize this. As you can see, it's got a bit of staining around the edges. Suppose you wanted to darken that and enhance that. Well, over here, I'll give you a look at how the document is put together. It is a clipped group, which is down here, this shadow group. If we open this up, you can see the clip group, and I'll expand the clip group, and you can see all the different shapes that make up the shading. You can select any one, or hold down Shift to select the whole works, and then you can adjust the transparency that I've got on here. You can see that it's using a fractal plasma transparency. You can adjust that. You could change it to a flat transparency. You could change it to any one of Xara's different transparencies. I'm going to leave it to a fractal plasma for now. And you can see right now it comes up where you can edit the DPI, the resolution, and you can also read the scale. So for example, if I take the scale way down, you'll see that it gets a finer look to the staining at the edges, or we could bring it way up for a bit of a rougher look. Kind of almost disappears. You can also use the profile slider here to adjust the way it's hard to see it with this background, but you can play around and it actually helps adjust and darken things too. And as well, I'll zoom in here, and you can click on either the center node or the outer nodes to adjust the transparency of them. Like this is at 100% transparency, so if I brought this down, you can see that it really darkens the staining and makes it show up a whole lot more. And of course, you can also adjust the fill color of the staining. You can see that it's just got a simple flat fill. You could maybe make it a dark brown color, and then go back and adjust the transparency again. So it's very highly customizable. And there's one more feature at this template that I'm just going to quickly show you here. And that's that it comes with its own, with a separate vector shadow. The shadowing here isn't done with the shadow tool. It does have a shadow on it, but that is a very slight I'll show you here, a very slight glow shadow, which just gives it a hint of color all the way around the edges and helps give the paper a little bit more of a thick look to it. The vector shadow, however, is a separate element, and that's this mold down here. You can use the mold tool to adjust the shadow and pull it out to give it more of a look of the paper not lying flat on a surface. And this also has a transparency applied to it. But to edit that transparency, you need to open the mold. So with the mold selected, right click, and because I'm recording here, it's just took a few seconds for this to pop up, and you can, oh, I've got the clip group, sorry. We'll go here, we'll select the mold, and I'll just right click down here on this corner of it. I've got the clip group again. Alright, select the mold. Now you can see how it's got a linear transparency to it. Now I should be able to right click on this and open the mold. And now you can see you've got you can play around with the linear transparency. You could turn it into a flat transparency, changing the transparency will give you different effects. And when you're done, you can simply hit Control S and then you're back to your original document. And I can pull this back down over it. Just adjust it here. Back to my mold tool and go around maybe and play with the mold just a bit. I'm sure you can find lots of ways to incorporate this into your documents and your Xara drawings. And it looks really good. I've got some vintage looking text here. The font I'm using here is called Mayflower Antique. I do believe, if I remember correctly, it is a Dieter Steffman font that is available for free on Type Oasis. You can see that looks pretty good. So I hope this has given you some inspiration, and I hope you find this useful. Thanks for watching.